Be the change. Be the change. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Because you can. Be the change because you can. And because you can, it makes life very, very rewarding when you do so. Great Spirit, Father God, source of all things, consciousness, higher power, shoebox. What is the overall message here today? Compassion, caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness. Having compassion for others, it kind of requires some kind of self-knowledge. Like if you have no idea what you're about, you have no idea how you function, or you haven't really experienced many things, or maybe you have experienced it, but you didn't really think about the experiences. It can be difficult to show empathy or understanding of other people's situations, and it can be difficult to care in a way. So compassion is something that we can develop. It's something that you can open up. Like when you start to focus on self-love and you start to focus on self-acceptance and also focus on opening the heart, allowing everything that you have done, good, bad, or ugly. Trust me, there's a lot of things that I'd rather have not done in my life than I did. and I did it anyway. But so there's all of that, and you just have to embody all of it. And once you embody all of it, it's okay. Then you can turn the compassion to yourself and have compassion for being a human who tried the best you could with what you had at the time and however it played out in your life. Have compassion for it. And then once you have compassion for yourself and you see that, you have compassion for yourself, now you can extend the compassion to other people. When you see similar situations, you see how they experience it and you understand, you remember how it was to be there. Now you can have compassion for others because you know what it takes to get out of it. You know what it takes to go through it. And you have some valuable life experience up your sleeve. How about that? Before it starts. Okay. Anyhow, so you the person. Let's see here. We all have the archetypes within us. Like, so you the person. Let's see. We're going to pull 3 cards. And we got 1. Okay, so there's the Fool. Little reluctant. King of Cups. A 7 of Swords. Okay, so someone might not be telling the whole story here. There might be also the new start. Like the Fool is like the first card in the journey. Okay, so you're in your life, wherever you are. And you're like, you know what? I feel like my life is kind of stuck. Or I feel like I am kind of stuck in my life. And I think I want to change it up. So I'm going to start this new journey. It's scary. I'm going to start a new sport. I'm going to start a new business. I'm going to start a new self-development program. I'm going to start this spiritual awakening. I'm going to work on that and figure out what they're talking about over there, all those gurus over there. I'm going to start a family. I'm going to start a new career. I'm going to start a new health regime. It can be anything, a hobby. I just want to start a group for people so they can get together. It can be anything that you want to start within your life. And then the fear, the inner fear, being intuitive, passionate, devoted, showing up as reliable with leadership. So this is someone who has done a lot of work. They have done a lot of work, emotionally intelligent. Also, there is some kind of 7 of Swords is some kind of like betrayal, lack of conscience, deception, trickery. This can also be like a double life, or like it can also be 7 of Swords doesn't necessarily have to be negative. 7 of Swords doesn't necessarily have to mean betraying someone in a negative way. It can be like, okay, I am very attracted to that person. I actually have quite a lot of feelings for that person. And I am not going to admit it. I'm not going to admit it to myself. And I'm definitely not going to admit it to them. And so, and there you go. So now you're kind of betraying the other person a little bit, like without actually betraying them, but there's something that you're hiding from someone. So it looks like you have all the emotions, everything, and then there's kind of some kind of a blockage that you're not allowing it to come out quite, and then so there is the emotions, there is the uncertainty, and also the lack of wanting to set out on this new journey. This could be a journey of the heart. It can be a journey of anything in your life that is something that you're emotionally engaged with. So you're showing up with these characteristics. Okay, so we all have these characteristics within us. Like sometimes sometimes we don't want to set out on this new journey. We don't want to do this thing, this new thing. We haven't done it before. You don't want to change your responsibilities at work, but you do it anyway. Stuff like that. We all have like, okay, emotional maturity. How much have you grown in your life? Are you still like 10 years old when it comes to your emotions? Which a lot of people are, because that's when they kind of stifle. And or like, are you 15 in your emotions? Or maybe you made it to the 20s. How far have you developed your emotions? When did you stop developing your emotions? Or perhaps did you never stop? So you're good at developing the emotions. You can feel them. They can pass through. You don't have to attach to them. You don't have to react to them. You can respond to them should you want to. But also there is this maybe like okay, so if you know yourself very well emotionally and you're very engaged with your, or you understand how you feel, how you work on the inside, so your emotions, they can come and go, and you understand this. And then sometimes it can be taking away from yourself, that you are not opening up with your emotions to the other person. Now you're kind of cheating yourself, because this might be something that would be very good for your soul, for your mind, your body, your life in general. And then you might not want to open up for it because well, because you just don't do it. Maybe the fear of setting out on this new journey. You have all these emotions, but you don't know how to do this new journey with everything. So maybe you just keep it to yourself. And compassion, and have compassion for yourself too, for being fearful of the unknown, because most people are. So with the conflict, Hierophant. So this can be like the Pope, like traditional religion or education or tradition, like being in traditional role. It can also be like a teacher, to be stepping up with the emotions that you have learned, like you have learned to master your emotions. Now maybe life is calling you to step up and be a teacher, and you don't want to do it, so it can create conflict in your life. So if you have an urge within yourself to like step up and be a teacher, guide other people, show them how you were able to release and have compassion and release your emotions and manage your emotions, then now maybe you can show other people how to do that. You can teach other people how to do that. This can also be a conflict with wanting to get to the depth of things and really going for the truth, the bottom truth of things. And then it can stifle you should you go into religion or some types of religion where they don't really go to the bottom of things. You have to be careful. Like if you want to develop your belonging, or like your connection to the divine, if you want to really develop that, you have to be careful which kind of religions you go into, because some of them they don't allow you to come in with your emotions. They don't allow you to come in and allow the divine to fill at your cup from the inside. They don't want that. They want you to be in your headspace. They want you to learn the stories. They want you to be able to talk about whatever is said in the book. And they want you to be able to reciprocate, or like to say it without seeing the book, like to memorize it and stuff like that, and work for the church and do different things, do different works, which is good. but it is kind of wasted if your heart is not in it. Like if your emotions are not in it, if you don't do it because like you want to, because you understand that people need the help, and you have the compassion because you've been through like all the stuff that you've been through, and you understand like how freaking amazing it is to receive some kind of gentleness and help and when you need it. And so you're reaching out because your emotions are in it, your heart is in it, your soul is in it. And that's different. And sometimes that can be also almost seen as sacrilegious, or what's it called, like the opposite in some traditional religions. So the conflict here can be like, yeah, you want to find your depth and you want to find the source of all things, and sometimes you just have to go about it alone, and it can create a conflict with the traditional institutions when you choose to go a separate kind of way or a different kind of way. And so, but God is always going to be God, and the divine is always going to be divine. Universe is always going to provide. So you just have to find a way that you can close your eyes and you can listen to your internal GPS. And don't be afraid to take this little journey, because when you are guided from within, you won't go wrong. Like it won't be wrong. And then we got the 8 of Pentacles. And so we have work, focus, intention, accomplishments, working towards a goal. And so here it's in reversal. So I think sometimes also, okay, so setting out on this journey or whatever, and distractions. Okay, so we're showing up here, and it's so, when you're also in your emotions, and I know this firsthand. So you get emotionally connected with people around you. Sometimes it's stronger and sometimes it's less than other times, but there are connections. And when there are connections, you're gonna really feel it. And if you are, for the most part in your life otherwise, very dedicated, focused, you have a goal, you know what you're trying to achieve, so you're working towards it, and every day a little bit at a time, you're chipping away at your goal, and you're doing your thing, and you go to bed and you be all nice and okay, let's get up in the morning and do the same thing, and we're going to keep developing ourselves and stuff like that. And then you keep going in your focus, and then it's like, oh my gosh, and there's this connection over there. Be like, oh my gosh, and there's the temptation, and then all your thoughts all of a sudden go to that person, and all of your feelings, they be aimed towards that person, and now all of your attention goes to that person, and then it's like, okay, wow. So and now you're here, but your energy is going there, and maybe you're still working towards your goal, but for the most part your energy is going there. And so the point here, like, then it creates a conflict to what you're trying to achieve with your life, and it might not be as it seems. It might not be as it seems, and you might even be reluctant to take this journey because you understand that what is being presented to you is not quite what it seems. I know when people try to manipulate me and they're trying to create scenarios around me that they think I should go along with, I just try to focus on what I'm doing and keep doing what I'm doing. And that's the thing here, like, to try to not to get swayed off of focus over there. Reel it back in and just, okay, allow the emotions to be there, but keep chipping away at your goal. If it's meant to be in your life, it will come into your life anyway. So being focused, I guess. And yeah, it will create conflict with your work and your dedication and what you are doing if you lose focus and go into the temptations. And so the Page of Pentacles also reverse, and then so this is talking about like new opportunities, student, a new idea, a raise, a hobby, solid message, planning. So this is like with the Fool card, but this is in reversal too. So not wanting to set out on this journey, like, nope, I don't know what I'm going to do on that journey, or I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if I have the resources. I don't know if I have what it takes to do it. All these feelings of not being worthy, or feelings of not having what it takes, or feeling that you don't have what it takes to do what you got to do. So showing up with so many good things, and so human to be like, not showing completely who we are, We're always wearing a mask. We don't really want to be vulnerable to the other person. So we kind of just stuff it in. And on the inside, you have all these emotions and in good contact with them. Like you have a grip on it. You don't react to every single emotion that you have. Then you have to like react to it. And to get from where you are into where you want to be, then maybe you can get some information or some guidance on how to overcome your own fear of the unknown, or how to overcome your own self-doubt. And perhaps with the heart, it's a good thing to have feelings and to feel and be emotional and to get those connections. It's a good thing. It makes us like putting spices in the food. It tastes better. And so life feels better when there's a little bit of connection. It doesn't have to turn into anything. We don't have to go crazy in our minds and create all that stuff. And then there is the new opportunities that we're also not taking because maybe it's lack of self-confidence. It can be lack of self-worth. It can be so many things. And again, back to the compassion, having compassion for yourself, having compassion for the process, because everything is going to be a process. Inhale and exhale and just breathe. Reset. World, you can wait. Everybody in it, you can wait. Okay, I'm going to create this little space for myself, and I'm going to create it so that I can sit here and breathe for a little bit. Quiet everything down. Figure out. Now you can start to figure out from a sense of peace, from a sense of groundedness. Now you can start to figure out how to get out of your head, how to start this new project, how to show the world who you truly are. All the beautiful colors, all the weird colors, all the whatever colors, just show the world who you are and be okay with that and set out on that new self-discovery journey. And be a teacher. Be a teacher in the world by showing up in the world as present. If you're showing up in the world being present, you're being present, you are being calm and content and present within yourself. If you show up like that in the world, you're going to be different than the other people. Because most people are wrapped up in their heads. So if you found that little space, you sit there and you breathe for a while. You find that little gap in your thinking. Eckhart Tolle, listen to his The Power of Now. It has all the answers as to how to quiet the mind. And have confidence because it comes with time and practice. And here's someone traveling, the ideas that you need, the idea that you need, the knowledge that you need, everything comes with time and practice. So have compassion, keep chipping away. Don't lose focus. Main thing here, don't lose focus. Balanced decision. And make good, making good choices. Make good choices. Make good choices. Make the right choices. Go with your heart. King of Cups here. Listen to the heart. When you're making your choices, it's your internal GPS, the intuition. Life is always going to be from within yourself. How can you interact with the world around you? And there's going to be conflicts that show up in your different areas of life. And then it's like, how can I change what I need to change within myself so that I can release conflicts? And Esther and Abraham Hicks says, once you begin the creation box process, create a box where everything that you want, you put it in there. Once you begin the creation box process, you will just be knocked over by the effectiveness and efficiency of the enormous non-physical staff who responds to your vibrational requests. When you ask, it is given. And as you play with the creation box process, you will learn to let it in. And the beautiful light in me honors, loves, respects beautiful light in you. Till next time, namaste.